One section we haven't gotten around to is this breaking news widget. Keeping track of popular posts can be tedious and it's not exactly built into WordPress. Luckily, there's a plugin out there that will help us out with that. I want you to go to the admin dashboard and add a new plugin. The plugin I want to install is called WordPress Popular Posts. Install and activate the one by Hector. This plugin will automatically help us keep track of what posts are popular by views. Under Settings, you'll find a menu item called WordPress Popular Posts. Here, you can control what posts are popular and additional setting. We don't need to make any changes at this moment. Right now, none of the posts are popular. I'm going to open the homepage within a new tab and view at least 3 posts. I want you to do the same. Refresh the admin page after you've done so, and you'll now see those 3 posts being displayed as popular posts. This is great so far. There are now 2 things we need to do. We need to display the popular posts, and then we need to let the user control whether or not they want to display it. While we're at it, we'll also make the text breaking news changeable. First, let's display these posts. Inside the WordPress Popular Posts admin page, I'm going to click on the Parameters tab. This plugin allows you to display the popular posts 2 ways. One way is through a shortcode and the other is through a template tag. I want to use the template tag. You'll find a list of parameters we can set to modify the output. We'll be using these shortly. Inside the index template, I want you to perform a conditional check around the popular posts widget. I want to check for 2 things. I want to check that the page being displayed is not a single post and is the home page using the functions !is single and is home. These 2 functions are what WordPress calls conditional tags. Conditional tags are a way to check what kind of page is being displayed. In the resource section, I provide a link to learn more about conditional tags. Here is what WordPress has to say about it. Conditional tags can be used in your template files to alter the display of content depending on the conditions that the current page matches. They tell WordPress what code to display under specific conditions. Conditional tags usually work with PHP if-else conditional statements. The code begins by checking to see if a statement is true or false. If the statement is found to be true, the first set of code is executed. If it's false, the first set of code is skipped, and the second set of code, after the else, is executed instead. You can read up on this page to learn about the many conditional tags there are, but for now, the ones we're using will suffice. Throughout this course, we'll be using conditional tags to help us change the final result. Alright, now that we know that this is indeed the home page, we can begin displaying the breaking news widget. I'm also going to check if the WPP Get Most Popular function exists. We can now call a function called WPP Get Most Popular. This function has 1 parameter, and that is an array of settings we can set. Back on the admin side, you'll find that the plugin WordPress Popular Posts gives plenty of examples on how to use these settings. There are only 3 that I want to use, and those can be found at the very bottom. These last 3 keys determine how the posts are outputted. The first key we should set is the WPP start. This will be the HTML that will be outputted at the very beginning. We have the static version of widget here. I'm going to copy everything from the beginning all the way up to the opening tag with the class of slider-wrap. I'm going to paste this in as the value. The next key I want to set is the WPP end. This should have all the closing tags. The only thing we have left are these 3 links. We only need 1, so I'm just going to cut 1 and get rid of the rest. The last key to set is the post HTML. This key's value will be the HTML we just cut previously. Now we have to replace the static parts of this HTML into something like the function we'll be able to read and replace. If you look at the documentation, you'll find that the developer provides you with what values can be inserted and replaced. The only ones we're concerned with are the URL and text underscore title content tags. We just replace the static content with these content tags. Make sure to surround them with one pair of curly brackets so that the plugin will be able to replace them. Let's refresh the page and you'll see the three posts we previously viewed being displayed as popular posts. The last thing we need to do is to make it optional to display this widget or not. Inside the miscellaneous customizer, I'm going to create two new settings. The first setting is called JU Show Header Popular Post widget, which will have a default value of false. I don't want this widget to be turned on by default. The second setting will be JU Popular Posts widget title, which will have a default title of breaking news. The next step is to create a controller. I'm going to assign these two controllers to the MISC section. The first controller will be a checkbox with an ID of JU Show Header Popular Posts widget input. The second controller will just be a text input field with an ID of JU Popular Posts widget title input. There's nothing new here. After creating these two settings and its controllers, it's time to update the theme to reflect those changes. Back inside the conditional statement, I'm going to add one more check. This will be checking if the theme mod JU show header popular post widget is turned on. The last thing I'm going to do is change the breaking news static text into its theme mod JU popular post widget title. Save your changes and let's check out the customizer. The checkbox should be unchecked and so therefore the popular post widget should not be showing. Try turning it on and then change the text to popular posts. After confirming if everything worked on the preview, then save your changes and double check on the front end. That's it for now. You'll notice that I spend an awful lot of time talking about other plugins and how to integrate them. I'm going to show you something. In the resources section, I provide a link to the Theme Forest site. Under WordPress Popular Themes, you'll notice a lot of themes are killing it and making massive amounts of sales. I'm going to click on Aveda and you'll notice that this item highlights it's compatible with various plugins and even comes bundled with some. It's extremely common to bundle your themes with plugins that help it with certain tasks and functions. Of course, you'll be put in a situation where you'll have to make your own custom solution and we'll definitely learn how to make plugins soon. For now, don't worry. Bundling plugins doesn't make you a bad developer, just a more efficient one.